Seguimos con Final Fantasy XVI. Llevamos un 77%. Menos mal que la cosa se ha espabilado un poquito. Me queda este, que es el último dragón. La última escoria. La escoria más fuerte, vamos, al menos que yo sepa. Vamos, 19 escorias. A lo mejor son 20 en total. Me faltaría uno. Vale. Otto.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story. You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be... sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
Voy a hacer una cosita.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Nadie se preocupa de Jill, ¿eh? Mi Jill querida. Torgal.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Ay, mi Jill. Aún quedan personajes, por descubrir, por eso. Algo, misiones secundarias y cosas de esas, ¿no? Vale. He dejado alguno. Aquí. Y este. ¿O no hay más? Sí, me marca que... Ah, ahora sí. Ay. Vale.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Let me help. I know my letters.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less for us?
Sid! Heard you were in Canberra fetching young Ned.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like this?
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
La muñeca la he visto antes.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's.
Cógela, que seguro tiene algo.
What's this tucked inside it?
Hey, Cid. Sé que te gustan los acertijos. Así que creo que este te va a encantar. El mejor, sin duda, de todos mis inventos es En un palacio de arpellos reposa. Su arquitectura eres tú, derroche de talento y no es otro que tu primera obra. Todavía tengo que pulir esa última arriba. Buena suerte. El mejor, sin duda, de todos. De todos mis inventos, en un palacio de arpellos reposa. Su arquitecta eres tú. No sé leer. No sé qué me pasa cuando leo en voz alta, me trabo. El mejor, sin duda, de todos mis inventos, en un palacio de arpegios reposa. Su arquitecta eres tú, derroche de talento, y no es otro que tu primera obra.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Well, did you find anything? Possibly.
You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus. That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are
Who's that? I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
Lo han adivinado los críos.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important.
Habrá que preguntarle a la hija de Sid.
Said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Ok. Tal palo, tal astilla.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, Try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Más misiones secundarias. Cansinos. Pues nada, otra vez hacer recaditos.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which...
Worried about him.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to try as I might. I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have.
All right. I'll meet you by the forge then.
Vale. Hasta aquí está la enfermería.
She can't kick this up. Glory to Griga. There you are.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up,
I know better than to order Taya to do anything.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but...
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse is almost... If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch...
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't. There must be something we can do.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness. You do well to remember that,
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs... I can make the draft if you can...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorberts. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid... I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready.
Thank you, Clive. I won't...
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to them?
Bloody hell, Clive. Not... Ain't you got...
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so?
Don't be like that.
Fine, if it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of the apprentice together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? I ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Vast has improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is...
So what?
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my art because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second, swallow your pride, and focus all your keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going...
What'd you say, Blackthorn? And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is?
In Dravozd, my old village.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Just north of the fields of Karav. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd, and I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that.
Vale, y la otra...
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less?
Cid, do you recall...
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take... I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I
can't wait.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor and the endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove...
And all you...
That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. Why, a notice concerning this very creature...
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do.
La escoria, ¿no? ¡Qué bien! Lógicamente no será una escoria cualquiera. Comando de pociones.
Sulking over there by the lift.
Said her name. Still alive, are ya? Going purse weighing you down?
Mira.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all? Clive. Going purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
Ok, venga, va.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Aguas susurrantes de Rosalía. Vale, venga. Esa es la misión principal, venga. No, por aquí no es.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
No jodas. Ah, Dios, que me ha sacado de... Digo, hostia, digo, como me saque fuera y tenga que volver a pelear contra todos.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Vale.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just...
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough?
Son una aldea de simpáticos todos, ¿no?
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now.
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge...
All right.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I...
Forge on the hill.
Good luck.
Vamos a chafardear un poquito por aquí.
Would you like to see my wares? Here you are. Farewell, traveler.
Vale. Aquí hay un cofre. Ay, mi Torgal, es verdad que esta vez no le he dado mi saludillo.
When did you get so big?
Vale, aquí saldría, ¿no?
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore, we're gonna have to...
Isn't there anything we can do to help?
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important. You go back inside now.
Vale.
Should be enough to last us a few moons, at least.
That's my obituary written in.
Otro cofre. Aquí.
Isn't there anything we can do to help?
Vale.
It doesn't seem fair, the menfolk having to do.
Vamos para arriba.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back?
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership outdied him. There are two kinds of smiths. My kind, who are in it for the luck, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it, and the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people start. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting it until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fight.
It depends on how you look at it. There's got to be other ways of making fire.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming...
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the... Clive, Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces, so... Do you think it's the way I see it?
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. This place was your home. Oh, Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was... Let this be another step on the road to... Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you... Of course. It's like...
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly... Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or...
All right.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some... I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, Salamat.
Time for a spot of hunting.
¿Cómo no? Está doliendo un poquillo la cabeza.
No mistakes. $230. Te digo que no vale la pena pelear contra bichos grandes. Let's make this quick, shall we? Nice try.
Bueno, 9:45 ya.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
The ship right then. Time to put everyone pulls their weight. We'll be finished.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work.
but it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means?
I do, yeah?
Sorry about earlier. That thing you built us is... You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this.
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke them. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn. Our secret for yours. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the butt. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. But he took all his talent and left. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not...
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme won't. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their... But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the...
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right.
Vale. Me faltaría lo del Molbol, pero ya se me echa el tiempo encima. Así que me voy a quitar al menos esas dos. Y para mañana la otra. Pues ya se me hace tarde.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, we didn't want the whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has.
Oh, but that reminds me.
Pit Gold Cinder? How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. You didn't say so.
Yeah. You know I could never leave this place. Every time you put on mail, you and the Cursebreakers are trusting me with your life. There's no greater honor for a smith than... I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of it. And if that helps save even a single life... What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless... Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes. I'm grateful. Now, where was I?
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets.
Pues sí, dos herreros buenos juntos, pues ya ves. Supongo que ahora podrá hacer cosas buenas, ¿no? Diseño de... El cinturón más poderoso de todos. Has conseguido el diseño de Uroboros. Vale.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want?
Taparrabos mugriento y flor de molbol. Flor de molbol, vale. ¿Y taparrabos mugriento de dónde? Ah, vale, vale. Aquí pluma roja y negra, oricalco, lengua pétrea. La lengua pétrea, vale, es una escoria. Vale.
Anything else?
Me hacen falta 2 escorias.
If it's knowledge you seek,
Y Miguel alejándose con el barco. Supongo ya es... Bueno, digo, iba a decir el tramo final, porque...
It was an army of Akashi.
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. I'm loath to give a patient Elysia, but a single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain. It may be a gentle way to die, but I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
¿Quién es su familiar? No puede ser que sea su padre o qué.
He's gone.
Ha muerto.
Thank you, Rodrigue. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor.
Su mentor.
Miles. On the front lines of some... I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my men, I've no tears left. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something, and we need to be the...
And we will.
I hope so.
Bueno. Me quedaría esta. Y esta, a ver. Aguas susurrantes, Rosaria. Rosaría. Ay, mira, aquí venden algo. Aquí. Voy a ver el objeto y ya lo dejo ahí. A ver, ¿qué me vendes? ¿Qué me vendes? ¿Otro rollo de música?
How do?
En 4 segundos, ¿eh?
Much obliged. That all, is it?
Vale, pues... Aquí. Pues nada. Lo dejamos aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Chao.